Welcome to Bay Sunday. I'm your host, Kenny Choi. The countdown to the biggest awards night in music is already on. The Grammy Awards just a week away. And here to talk to us about that, Jayn from Alice 97.3. Welcome to Bay Sunday, Jayn.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Good to have you with us. So tell us a little bit about some of the top nominees this year. It's always Adele, Beyonce, but this year it seems to be Beyonce's show. At least that's what I hear.
It really is. It is such a showdown this year between Beyonce and Adele. I mean, these two superstars were the two pop culture moments of the entire year. Adele shattered every record. She had this massive comeback with 25. And then Beyonce drops lemonade and takes over the world. And obviously she's nominated for so many awards. And now the added extra bonus news with Beyonce is her Instagram post
Here it is.
announcing that she's blessed 2 times. She's pregnant with twins. And they're saying that the reason of the timing of that Instagram post is because what we didn't know at the time is that they're saying now that she's going to be performing as well at the Grammys. And so she knew that that news was going to get out one way or the other if she shows up pregnant with twins performing at the Grammys. So that's why she did the Instagram post before.
And it's nice to drop that news right before the Grammys, so it kind of creates some hype and
exactly. And a few years ago at the MTV Awards, that's how she announced she was pregnant. She put her hand on her stomach at the end of her performance, and she didn't want to do that again. She wanted people to know in advance this time. So the showdown this year is definitely all about Beyonce and Adele for Album of the Year, Song of the Year, so many others.
So Beyonce nominated 9 nominations, Adele with 5. Who do you think is going to take Album of the Year?
Okay, I literally flipped a coin because I knew you were going to ask me.
Back and forth, yeah.
And so, did you say album or song?
Album of the Year.
Okay, so Album of the Year, I wrote down Adele because that's what the coin said, and then on my way in this morning, I changed my mind and I scratched out and I wrote in Beyonce. So for Album of the Year, I'm going Beyonce Lemonade.
Okay, just to give us some balance on the show, I'm going to go with Adele.
Ooh, okay.
And because my daughter loves that song, Hello.
Adele?
So I'm just going to go with that. But
that's where
what do I know about music? You're here, you're the expert.
That's where I'm going for Song of the Year.
Okay, Song of the Year.
I say that one goes to Adele. I think that the Grammys are going to split it up. I think that they're going to go to Beyonce for album and Adele for song.
What about any other entertainers this year that might kind of make their presence known, or someone who might not be as famous as Beyonce or Adele?
Well, somebody who's super famous and actually has been famous for a while, but just got the nomination this year for Best New Artist is Chance the Rapper. Everybody's saying he's a lock for that. And back to the Album of the Year, if they do go rogue, which the Grammys are known to go rogue sometimes, some people are saying that they might give it to Sturgill Simpson because he's got this kind of psychedelic country sound, this kind of very indie country sound. They're saying, you know, he's the artist that is going to save country music. So the Grammys might want to spotlight him as well.
Anything crazy that you expect to happen? I know, like MTV Music Awards, you have some pretty interesting moments there. What about the Grammys?
I don't know that we're going to have craziness. I think a lot of people think it's going to go pretty political. I think that that we can definitely expect some heated speeches, and I think the collaborations are going to be really cool this year. We're going to have Daft Punk in the weekend. We're going to have Metallica's going to perform. That's going to be amazing. The collaborations this year, I think, are going to be probably some of the coolest we've ever seen.
No, that is a good point about the political speeches that we might hear come the Grammy Awards. What about your experience at the Grammys? Have you ever been to one of these shows before, and what was it like when you went?
I've been twice. When somebody like me who isn't an entertainer goes, I have a different experience than the entertainers do because I'm up so high, it's like watching from outer space. But it's a really electric environment just to be there, just to be in the room, and you're watching the people come up and give their speeches, and you're watching the performances. They call it music's biggest night, but that is genuinely what it is. It's a really, really cool experience to be in the same room with all of those people celebrating the music that we've all been listening to and that has taken over all year long.
Yeah, the top entertainers in music, but you do have like the nosebleed seats.
Oh my God, it was like watching from outer space.
It's gonna be at,
I was just like watching the cameras.
What about Bruno Mars, Dave Grohl, John Legend, some of those
absolutely, all performing, all doing different collaborations, like I said, and those are some of the places where I think we could get political as well. I think some of those people might have some heated words.
All right, we are definitely looking forward to the Grammy Awards this year. John Legend, all those performers that you mentioned. Jayn, thanks so much for the insight.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
And of course, you can watch the Grammy Awards live from the Staples Center in Los Angeles. It's hosted this year by James Corden on Sunday, February 12th from 5 to 8:30 live right here on the West Coast. And you can listen to Jayn weekdays 3 to 7 on Alice 97.3. And of course, on the web, you'll find everything on Jayn. radioalice.com/Jayn. That's Jayn on Facebook at Jayn on the radio. Jayn, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you so much.
Coming up, wine and chocolate for your Valentine's Day on Bay Sunday after this quick break.